Hello everyone, one and all, welcome back to another matchup within our 2K association. This is the 7 seconds or less Phoenix Suns taking on the Dr. J Philadelphia 76ers. And tip off in, we're underway. Sixers start with a tip-off. Henry Bibby taking it up the court. Gives it to Doug Collins. Sean Marion fronting George McGinnis. Dr. J has it up. Has Barbosa on him. And easy layup. And we're started off already up 2-0. The Sixers. But the Suns match him right back. Steve Nash with the dump off right in the paint to Amari Stoudemire. And it is 2-2 already, and we're not even a minute into the game. Henry Bibby again has the ball. Kicks it over to Doug Collins. Doug Collins with the pass fake. Daryl Dawkins has Steve Nash on him, but he misses. Sean Marion with the board. Kicks it straight to Leandro Barbosa. Barbosa kicks it to Quentin Richardson, and Richardson misses as well. Doug Collins with the board here. George McGinnis comes over to set the screen. Collins kicks it off to McGinnis. McGinnis misses, but McGinnis gets the rebound and puts it back in. 4-2. Nash kicks it to Barbosa. Barbosa kicks it to Richardson. Mari Stoudemire setting a screen for Steve Nash. Marion has the ball. Dumps it to Nash. Nash takes it into the paint. Kicks it to Stoudemire. Stoudemire rejected by Daryl Dawkins. Henry Bibby with the board, and he's running up the court. Gives it to Dr. J, who has Richardson on him. Misses the midi. And Steve Nash gets the board. Quentin Richardson kicks it up to Barbosa. Barbosa with the easy layup. 4-4. Irving has Richardson posted up. Puts it up. No good. Stoudemire with the board. Stoudemire kicks it to Nash. Nash has Daryl Dawkins on him. Stoudemire with Henry Bibby on him. Kicks it back to Nash. Nash wide open in the paint, and it's good. 6-4 Phoenix. Henry Bibby kicks it over to Doug Collins. Posted up Julius Irving again. Why not? And hits good. This is some very rapid pace offense. Nash kicks it to Barbosa. Barbosa kicks it to Stoudemire. Stoudemire kicks it to Richardson. Marion has McGinnis posted up, but they kick it to Barbosa, who misses the mid-range shot. Daryl Dawkins fakes the screen for Bibby. Bibby now posted up for whatever reason. And denied by Stoudemire. And running up the court, Barbosa, and it's good. 8-6 off the assist from Steve Nash. Bibby gets a screen set from Dawkins. Dawkins has Nash on him, and he puts it up for an easy hook shot. 8-all. Barbosa's going to take it up this time. Kicks to Sean Marion. Marion kicks it to Nash. Nash with the easy mid-range shot. If you love offense, this is the game for you. 10-8. We're not even 5 minutes into the game yet, and Dr. J posts up again with the easy hook shot. 10-10. Steve Nash gets a screen set from Stoudemire. Nash kicks it to Stoudemire, but he's not going to get it. Put back dunk. 12-10. With 7 minutes to go in the first, Doug Collins has it. Kicks it to Dawkins. Dawkins kicks it to Irving. Definitely going to Dr. J early on, as they should. Looks like he's going to ISO Richardson, but no good on the floater. Marion with the board. Kicks up to Richardson. Barbosa in the paint, and another easy layup. 14-10. Dr. J in the post again, and he's going to get the ball. Fade away and money. 14-12. Barbosa tried to lob it to Stoudemire, but it didn't go anywhere. Probably going to end up on Shaq to the Fool. And there's a reminder of Chocolate Thunder's emphatic block on Amari Stoudemire. Substitutes coming in. Marion going to the bench. Seems the Suns are going to go bigger. World Be Free is now in. Kicks it to Collins. McGinnis now posted up. And nope. Tipped by it was Jim Jackson, and the Sixers are going to maintain possession. McGinnis inbounds it to Dr. J. Dr. J flies past, tries to kick it to McGinnis, but it's stolen by Stephen Hunter. Jim Jackson wide open for the easy floater. 16-12. McGinnis in the high post. Kicks it to Dr. J. Dr. J posting up. Kicks it to McGinnis again. McGinnis to World Be Free. Free puts it up. No good, but World Be Free is going to put back his own miss and convert. 16-14. Timeout by Philly. Catching's now in. Kicks it to Mix. Kicks it to Dunleavy. Kicks it to Bryant. Bryant dumps it off for World Be Free. World Be Free isoing Nash. And rejected by Stoudemire. Bo Outlaw with the board. Kicks it to Jim Jackson. Jackson's going to keep it himself. Put up the ball and gets ripped by Dunleavy. World Be Free has the ball. Puts up the floater, catching with the board and puts it back. Jim Jackson with an open shot to the rim and one with a foul from Dunleavy. Dunleavy's first. Yeah. Jim Jackson with the first free throw attempts of the night. And no good. 20-16. World Be Free kicks it to Dunleavy. Stolen by Nash. Nash brings it up. Kicks it over the corner for Jim Jackson for a three. Bang! (23-16). World Be Free gets it stolen by Bo Outlaw. Outlaw kicks it up to Jackson. Jackson fouled by Dunleavy again. That is his second foul. Jim Jackson, normally a good free throw shooter, bricked his first one, but he's going on the line for two more off another foul from Dunleavy. This time he'll convert the first one. (24-16) with 3:21 in the first. (25-16) as Jim Jackson nails the second one. Dunleavy is going to take it up. Gets a screen set by Mix. Puts up a mid-range shot. Miss. Hunter with the board. Jim Jackson bringing it up. Gets past World Be Free and puts it in. Jim Jackson, 11 points, 4 for 4. Off the bench. 27-16. World Be Free. Lamari Stoudemire on him. Catchings. Dunleavy. Dunleavy running out of time. Puts it up and probably not going to be good. Stoudemire with the board. Kicks it to Bo Outlaw. Steve Nash with a wide open run to the rim. Converts it 29-16. Timeout again by the Sixers, as they've let Phoenix go on quite the run. World Be Free tries to put it up on Bo Outlaw. No. Stephen Hunter, my bad. No good either way. Jim Jackson with a wide open run to the rim and converts. 31-16 with 2 minutes to go in the first. Mark Bryant brings it up. Has Stoudemire on him. Tries to put it up. Kicks to Catchings. Catchings puts it in. Steve Nash going to bring it up. 31-18 with 1:35 to go, and Jim Jackson gets another easy shot in the paint. 33-18 with 1:21 to go. World Be Free. Gets a screen set for him by Catchings. Puts it up just inside the paint and converts. Wow, I fucked up. Outlaw has it in the corner. Jim Jackson sets screen for Nash. Nash kicks it up for 3. And Hunter with the board puts it back up. Catchings with the board. Dunleavy bringing it up the floor. He has a wide open run to the rim, and Amari Stoudemire is going to commit his first foul of the evening. Mike Dunleavy going to the line for two, 33-20 with 36 seconds left. Sean Marion coming back in as Stoudemire heads to the bench. Dunleavy puts up his second one, and it's good. 33-22. Jim Jackson, for some reason, brings the ball up again. Kicks it to Marion. Nash wide open, puts it up, and it's in. 35-22 with 22 seconds to go. World Be Free, fouled by Stephen Hunter, his first of the game, team's second. And World Be Free will be heading the line for two himself. First one goes in. 35-23. And World Be Free puts it in. 35-24. Nash with the ball. Marion sets the screen for Jim Jackson. Nash is just going to put up a three. No good. Jim Jackson with the board, but not enough time for a putback. And the Suns' up-tempo offense has them up big early on. Jim Jackson popped off in the first, and the Suns are up 35-24. And we're back in. Suns up 11 so far. And yes, the Suns' up-tempo offense has certainly played a role. The Sixers at first were trying to keep pace with them, but then they started to slow it down, but it didn't seem to matter. Nash has a screen set for him by Stoudemire, puts up the shot, and Sean Marion set the screen. He was wide open for three, but Nash missed him. World Be Free heading to the paint, and one off the foul from Sean Marion, who has his first. And World Be Free will be heading to the line again. (35-26) with 11:42 to go. Shut up, ref. And first attempt is up. And it's good. 35-27. Leandro Barbosa brings it up. Gives it to Marion. Marion with mix on him. Shot clock winding down. Marion gets an open lane, lays it up and in. 37-27. World Be Free, driving around the rim, gets rejected by Hunter. Jim Jackson kicks it up to Barbosa, who has it ripped from him by Joe Bryant. World Be Free with the ball again. Puts it up from mid-range. No good. Sean Marion with the board. Barbosa has it. Kicks it to Jim Jackson, who once again puts it in. Has not missed yet. 39-27. Marion switches on to World Be Free, who tries to put it up. No good. Grabbed his offensive board, but it fell out of his hands. Barbosa recovered it. Kicks it to Outlaw. Outlaw drives to the paint and is fouled by Joe Bryant. Bo Outlaw will be shooting two here. 10 minutes, 10 seconds left. Suns up 39-27. First attempt up, and it's good. Jim Jackson going to the bench, replaced by Quentin Richardson. And the Sixers look to be putting back in their entire starting five. Bo Outlaw putting up another one, and no good. Rebound, George McGinnis. McGinnis kicks it to Bibby. Bibby kicks it to Collins. Collins kicks it to Daryl Dawkins, who has Stephen Hunter posted up. Daryl Dawkins forgets where the line is and steps out of bounds. Suns ball. Barbosa brings it up. Kicks it to Hunter. Marion sets a screen for Hunter. Hunter tries to put it up on Dawkins to no avail. Dawkins with the rebound. Gives it to Dr. J, who kicks it to Doug Collins. Collins kicks to Bibby. And one off the foul from Barbosa. Barbosa's first. And the Sixers will be heading to the foul line. 40-29. Henry Bibby's first free throw up. And it's good. 40-30. For some reason, Bo Outlaw is going to be bringing the ball up. Marion sets a screen for him, and Outlaw puts it up on McGinnis. No good. Bo Outlaw with the board. Tries to put it up again. No good. Rebound, McGinnis. Dr. J brings it up. Puts it up. No good. Rebound, Bosa kicks it up to Quentin Richardson. Richardson loses the ball. Puts it up. No good. Henry Bibby with the board. Kicks it up to Doug Collins. Collins kicks it to McGinnis. McGinnis has it ripped from him by Quentin Richardson. Barbosa brings it up. Throws the alley-oop to Marion. Marion no good. Rebound Collins. Bibby has the ball. Kicks it out to Irving. Irving with Sean Marion on him. Kicks it to McGinnis. McGinnis tries to put it up. No good. Rebound Hunter. Bo Outlaw bringing it up. Marion kicks it out to Barbosa. Kicks it to Outlaw. Allah puts it back in Barbosa's hands. Tries to put up the 3. No good. Doug Collins with the board. We are on a scoring drought here, and it is broken off a dunk by Dr. J. 40-32 with 7:56 to go. Barbosa puts it up in the paint, and it's good. Bibby brings it up. Kicks it to Doug Collins. Daryl Dawkins puts it up, and he's fouled by Stephen Hunter, which that'll be his second. And the Sixers could bring it back within single digits here, as Dawkins heads to the foul line for 2. First one's good. And we're officially within single digits. Sixers a perfect 7 for 7 from the foul line. Dawkins puts up the second one, and that is good as well. 42-34 is our score. Barbosa bringing it up. Kicks it to Richardson. Richardson kicks it to Outlaw. Outlaw kicks it to Hunter. Hunter kicks it to Barbosa. Barbosa puts up the 3 and no good. Daryl Dawkins with the board. Kicks it to Henry Bibby. Henry Bibby kicks it over to Collins. Collins kicks it to Irving. Irving with the mid-range shot. No good. Rebound Barbosa. Barbosa brings it up. Kicks it to Richardson. Kicks it back to Barbosa. Screen by Marion. Kicks it to Richardson. Richardson kicks it to Marion. Marion puts up the mid-range shot, and it is good. I can't speak. 44-34 with 6:35 to go. Collins kicks it to McGinnis in the high post. Kicks it over to Irving. Irving with Outlaw on him. And shot clock violation, which sucks for Philly because Irving actually converted that layup. Leandro Barbosa gets the inbound. Steve Nash looks to be coming back in next stoppage and play. Richardson breaks past Doug Collins for the easy layup. 46-34. And Phoenix's up-tempo offense keeps the pressure on. Dr. J once again with Bo Outlaw on him. Kicks it over to Doug Collins. Double screen for Henry Bibby. Bibby with the screen from Daryl Dawkins. Takes it into the paint, and shot clock violation once again for the 76ers. Steve Nash comes back in as Bo Outlaw heads to the bench. And Nash with the floater, good. 48-34. And Henry Bibby gets it stolen from him by Richardson. Richardson heads to the hoop and fouled. He'll be going to the line for 2. Henry Bibby's first.
scorer feels comfortable letting it fly from anywhere on the court.
And the Suns making a change here. Stoudemire's checked in. And Richardson drops them both. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Converted 50 to 34 with 5:11 to go. Collins kicks it to Irving. Irving has Nash on him, a clear mismatch, and puts up a fadeaway mid-range shot as Daryl Dawkins gets called for a loose ball. Foul, shoving Amari Stoudemire. Quentin Richardson has the ball. Kicks it to Barbosa. Barbosa kicks it to Nash. Nash has it again. Pick set by Stoudemire. Puts it up and good. And Phoenix starting to pull away here. Henry Bibby brings it up as Jim Jackson gets checked back in. Collins has it screened by McGinnis. Collins tries to put it up. No good. Richardson with the board. Philly has no points in the last 3:22, and Jim Jackson converts the three. Still has yet to miss a shot. 55-34 with 4 minutes to go. Irving puts up another fadeaway shot. No good. Marion with the board. Nash kicks it to Jim Jackson, who makes it again. Jim Jackson has not missed. 57-34. Collins kicks it to Irving in the post. Puts a spin move on Richardson and converts it. And Philly's drought is finally over. Too bad they're down 21. Jim Jackson kicks it to Richardson, who puts up a three. No good. Rebound Dawkins. Henry Bibby brings it up. Irving kicks it to Dawkins. Dawkins posted up in the high post. Irving cuts the basket. Dawkins dumps it off to him for an easy dunk. 19-point game with 2:50 to go. Jim Jackson kicks it to Nash. Nash kicks it to Stoudemire. Stoudemire in the high post kicks it to Jim Jackson. Jim Jackson puts it up again, and his first miss of the night. 57-38. Henry Bibby with the ball. Kicks it to Irving with 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Irving blows past, puts up the floater, no good, but McGinnis with the putback. 17-point game at the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. Stoudemire fouled by Dawkins, his second, and Stoudemire will head to the foul line. Stoudemire misses as Joel Bryant And catchings are checked in as well as Dunleavy and World Be Free. Stoudemire converts the second free throw. 58-40. With 2 minutes to go, World Be Free brings it up. Catching sets the screen and puts it back. 58-42. Nash with the ball. Stoudemire coming up to set the pick. Nash kicks it to him. Stoudemire dumps it off to Jackson, who misses his second shot. Joe Bryant with the board, kicks it up to Irving. Irving with Nash on him. Kicks it back to Free. Free kicks it to Dunleavy. Irving in the post, puts it up and converts. 58-34 or 44. With 1:05 to go. Timeout Phoenix. Stoudemire kicks it to Nash. Stoudemire sets a screen. Richardson has the ball, puts it up on Joe Bryant and converts. 60-44 with 41 seconds left. Bryant kicks it to Free. Free kicks it back to Bryant. Catching sets a screen on Bryant. Bryant kicks it back out to Free. Free's going to have to put it up. Poked away by Nash. Nash runs the court. Has a wide open lane and converts. 62-44 with 20 seconds left. The Suns' pace has very, very clearly just been too much for Philly. And Free's going to put up the shot over Stoudemire. Not a chance in hell of it going in. And we're going into halftime with an 18-point game. 62-44 off a miraculous performance from Phoenix's sixth man, Jim Jackson.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, your opinion. Let's talk about this now. Out in front of is they are in control of this game, up by 18. Kenny, what was your impression?
They've done a lot of things well, but the way they've taken care of basketball, valuing each possession so critical to the tempo, so crucial to the offensive flow. They've got a great rhythm, as smart and as safe as they're playing. They made it clear they're not going to beat themselves today.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Yeah, you show enough toughness in paint and deep. You get dominated in those. It's a bad team. You always want to win that physical battle in the area. Otherwise, you wind up with a score like this. I don't believe I'm watching this.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second.
And we're back. Nash with the ball. Screened by Stoudemire. Stoudemire drives the basket on Irving. Puts it up. No good. Rebound Marion. Marion puts it up and it's good. 64-44. Doug Collins has the ball. Gets reaching foul called on Leandro Barbosa. It's his second. McGinnis inbounding it, kicks it to Dawkins in the corner, kicks it to Bibby, sets a screen. Dawkins has Nash on him and converts. Brings it back within 18. Nash kicks it to Richardson. Is now being doubled, and Richardson with a 3 bang. 67-46. I'm sorry to anyone who's watching. I thought this game was going to be a lot more interesting, but the Suns' pace has just been too much for Philly. Philly tried keeping up with them. That didn't work. Philly tried slowing it down. That didn't work. And the result is the Suns are now up 21 points. McGinnis kicks it to Dr. J. Dr. J drives in, kicks to McGinnis. McGinnis posted up out at the 3-point line. Kicks it to Collins. Collins drives towards the basket. No good. Gets his own board. Kicks it to McGinnis. Dr. J, I don't know what he's doing. Gets a cut and converts. (67-48). Nash gets ripped. Bibby taking it up the court. Kicks it to Dawkins, but it's stolen by Stoudemire. Richardson is going to kick it to Nash. Nash kicks to Marion. Marion kicks it to Barbosa. Barbosa kicks it to Nash. Marion sets a screen and an alley-oop from Nash to Marion. 69-48. With 9 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Dr. J puts it up. And it is a 19-point game, and there's your scoring leaders. Jim Jackson has 22 on only 2 misses, and Dr. J has 20. Nash in the corner puts up the mid-range shot, no good. Dawkins with the board, kicks it to Henry Bibby. Bibby kicks it to Collins. Collins gets the screen set from Dawkins. Dawkins gets the ball with the easy layup. And we have a 17-point game. Barbosa puts it up on Collins, no good. Collins kicks to Bibby. Bibby kicks it to Collins. Collins puts it up, no good. Rebound Marion. Marion kicks it to Richardson. Richardson kicks it to Barbosa in the corner, and he hits the 3-pointer, and we're back to a 20-point game with 8 minutes and 20 seconds left. Bibby gets ripped by Steve Nash, and we're going to have a jump ball between Nash and Terrell Dawkins. I have a feeling Dawkins is going to win this, but we will see. And sure enough, Daryl Dawkins wins. Bibby drives to the basket, changes his mind. McGinnis has it has Barbosa posted up and converts the up and under. McGinnis has not actually gotten very many shots this game. But we're back to an 18-point game again. with 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Bo Outlaw and Steven Hunter checked in for Marion and Stoudemire. Outlaw drives on McGinnis and converts 74-54 with 7:40 to go. Bibby gets Steve Nash called for the reaching foul. Nash's first foul all game. Dr. J kicks it to Dawkins. Dawkins kicks it to Collins, who kicks it to McGinnis and converts. 74-56 with 7:25 left. Nash kicks it to Richardson. Richardson kicks it to Hunter. Hunter has Dawkins posted up. Richardson for three, no good. Hunter with the board and put back dunk. And we're back to 20 again. 76-56 with 7 minutes to go. I just realized I haven't. And since this game's a blowout, I'm going to take a brief break. I will be back.
Here's Dawkins. 8 points for him.
back, looks like I haven't missed much. More points, same deficit. Jackson kicks it to Outlaw. Kicks it to Nash. Nash being doubled, kicks it to Hunter. Hunter no good. Rebound Catchings. World Be Free tries to pass it to Joe Bryant. Stolen by Jim Jackson. Kicks it to Hunter for the easy dunk. Bryant kicks it to Free. Dr. J has Nash posted up and converts the N1. Nash with his second foul of the evening. Back to a 20-point game. Catchings heads to the bench, replaced by Steve Mix. And Dr. J will shoot one. Which he will convert. 81-62. With 4 minutes in the third, and if this keeps up, we might see a garbage time lineup in the fourth quarter. Nash with a floater converts it. Free has it. Kicks it to Mix. Mix kicks it out to J. Dr. J kicks it to World Be Free. Puts it up and no good. Rebound Hunter. Nash kicks it up to Jim Jackson. Jim Jackson puts it up. No good, but the foul. Mike Dunleavy's third. And Jackson will head to the foul line, and he's had a big night off the bench.
And the first one at the line is good. Jackson hits both of them. So it's Philadelphia now. Right side Irving. It's hauled in by Richardson. Suns leading by 23. On the wing, Jackson. Pass to Outlaw. Over Dunleavy. Outlaw's shot is off. Philadelphia with the ball. Free passes to Mix. On the wing, Irving. Softly drops in the floater. Irving's got 25 points.
And I'll tell you what, few forwards have ever had that lightning first step of Dr. J. He just takes away the angles of the defense.
Here is Outlaw.
Kicks it to Richardson. Sorry, I unplugged my mic for the second. Hunter puts it up. No good. Joe Bryant with the board. Dunleavy puts it up. No good, but Mix with the putback. And we're back to a 19-point game. You know what? This is a good lesson. This is just like actual NBA, you pick the game that you think is going to be the best, and then it just doesn't turn out. Reality of the situation is the Sixers just do not have enough scoring threats and are not fast enough at getting back on transition to compete with the Phoenix Suns. And actually, their second best scoring threat, George McGinnis, actually hasn't even had that good of a game. Dr. J kicks it to World Be Free. Kicks it over to Dunleavy. Dunleavy kicks it back to Irving. Irving gets a screen set by Steve Mix and posterizes the shit out of Stephen Hunter. Steve Nash with the Horner floater.
Seconds left here in the third quarter. Marion outside, inside, Stoudemire, and the jam by Stoudemire.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. The Suns have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. Good Stoudemire. 43 seconds left in the third. Here's Free. 9 points in the game so far. Irving double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Irving double team. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bryant. It's blocked. And here's the fast break. Marion leading the way. Double clutches. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, Marion, a tough player to guard. That quick athletic combo forward with an unorthodox shot.
For Phoenix, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line. 9 of 12 so far. First free throw is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Still. Want me to bring up.
And Sean Marion drops them both. chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Dan, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and we see it right there on display.
And there may not be a lot of data down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Setting the floor for the Suns.
All right, I'm back. Dr. J gets tied up with Sean Marion. 24-point game. You'd have to imagine that at some point here, the Suns are going to put out their garbage time lineup. Dr. J. No good. Rebound Marion. Marion kicks it to Nash with the easy layup. And an already pretty much determined game gets that much more blown out. Stoudemire with the block. Jackson converts. 28-point game. Yeah, this game is cooked. There's very, very little hope of either team doing anything at this point to blow the lead and yes, as I predicted, the garbage time lineups are coming in. I don't even know what to talk about at this point because this game is very much over. Kind of tempted to just simulate the rest of this because this is ugly. Could watch this.
Baylor get out-rebounded by Yale.
How's that happen? Are you directing that towards anyone?
Gentleman who just talked about getting out-rebounded. He had the stat sheet.
Torrey?
Torrey said, how do they
Yeah,
have more rebounds? You said he got out-rebounded. I was surprised. You did. 36-32. How does Yale out-rebound Baylor?
You go up and grab the ball off the rim when it comes off, and then you grab it with two hands, and you come down with it, and that's considered a rebound. So they got more of those than we did.
I suppose we could probably talk about the Derek Chauvin trial, since that's such a hot topic. So I know some of my friends are how do I put this? They are people who definitely believe Derek Chauvin is guilty. And that's, I understand that emotions are high with this, right? It's a very sensitive topic to go over. But with that in mind, you gotta remember, a lot of the people that were protesting wanted Derek Chauvin to get charged with first-degree murder. And regardless of if you think he's a murderer or not, if you have any understanding of the law whatsoever, you know full well that Chauvin can never get charged with first-degree murder. Because first-degree murder requires not only intent, but pre-planning, like motive. Meaning, Derek Chauvin would have had to have planned to kill George Floyd. This would have had to have been weeks in the making. And and that's just given the fact that of like how the situation took place, it's pretty much impossible for this to have been pre-planned. I guarantee you Derek Chauvin had no idea that he was going to meet Floyd that day. Like, I mean, he was on duty, for Christ's sakes. There's no way he would have known Floyd was gonna be in any situation that was gonna require Derek Chauvin to be there. So, first degree murder is completely off the books. I'm sorry to anyone who has been protesting and believes that Chauvin is guilty of first degree murder, but there's essentially no way in hell that he can be guilty of first degree murder, because it's premeditated. And there even if he did, which I don't think he did, and I think the evidence is clearly showing that he didn't murder Floyd at all, but even if he did, even if he is completely 100% guilty, there's no way Derek Chauvin premeditated this. So now let's get down to second degree murder. Second degree murder requires intent, meaning he didn't necessarily plan to kill George Floyd. This wasn't premeditated. But once he was there, once he saw George Floyd, his intentions were kill. And once again, I think based on circumstances, especially when, you see the body cam and you go through the autopsy. There's questions that his death was even like Derek Chauvin's doing it all. So it's going to be pretty hard at that point to even get him for second degree murder, because How could he intend to kill George Floyd when it's possible that Chauvin's actions didn't even result in Floyd's death? So then you go to manslaughter. And this is probably the closest you're going to get to any sort of legitimate charge against Derek Chauvin if you truly think he's guilty. This is the one you should have been going for the whole time. Because there was going to be little to no way, especially after the body cam got released, that you were going to be able to prove intent. And there was definitely no way that you were going to prove premeditation. But if you can prove that Derek Chauvin's knee being on George Floyd's neck resulted in Floyd's death, then you can get him for manslaughter. The problem with that is, between the fact that some key witnesses are refusing to take the stand, such as Floyd's drug dealer, the guy that had been in the car with the vehicle with him. Key witnesses are refusing to take the stand. And the autopsy only says that the knee on the neck might have. It doesn't definitively say that it did play a role in Floyd's death. So if you can't prove without a shadow of a doubt that Derek Chauvin's knee being on George Floyd's neck resulted in George Floyd's death, even if it wasn't necessarily the main cause, but it helped speed it along, you have to prove without a shadow of a doubt that it played a role in his death. And if you can't, then by law, Derek Chauvin is not guilty. And I'm sorry to anybody who thinks they're, I've got a friend that thinks that every argument we've had about this, he's proven me wrong on. He also thinks that shit talking behind his back, so if he watches this video and he watches this far in, well, I'm actually kind of shit talking you to your face right now, if you consider this shit talking. You think that you've proven me wrong on every argument we've had, and literally all you've done is say that because I don't think Derek Chauvin is by law a murderer, then your argument is that I'm a racist. That has been your argument. You always try to play the guilt trip card that, I don't think Black Lives Matter because I think Derek Chauvin is innocent. And I'm sorry, but that's simply just not true. I don't think that based on race alone, anybody's life is any less valuable than any others. Actions determine how much I value a person's life. The law determines how much I value a person's life. In all honesty, I'm very sad that Floyd had to die. He made a lot of mistakes in his life. And I mean, he didn't have to die, it was preventable. But what I'm saying is I'm sorry that he died. I really am. He made a lot of mistakes in his life. And even though he was kind of slipping back in, clearly, as he was with his dealer that day even. And they saw him throw pills into the back of his vehicle. So he was, he had illegal substance on him. It was clear that aside from a slight slip back with illegal substance, Floyd was trying to fix his life and turn it around. But I cannot let, and you shouldn't let, your emotions on the matter, and whether you think Floyd is a good person or the biggest piece of shit on the planet, no matter which end of the spectrum you are on. Because some people don't think that Floyd trying to turn his life around plays any role in anything. That he's still a piece of shit because of the fact that he pistol whipped a pregnant chick and impersonated an officer and all this other shit. People make mistakes. Shit happens. Now, there's certain mistakes that are pretty unforgivable in my book. The biggest one that my friends know of is being a pedophile. Being a pedophile is a pretty unforgivable act, in my opinion. I don't give a fuck what race, sexuality, sex, religion, anything you are. If you are taking advantage of minors, that's pretty unforgivable in my book. And I hate your guts. Regardless of if I was friends with you before or not, I hate you. You shouldn't, you can't, and it's disgusting that you did take advantage of kids. I try as a Christian to be forgivable, but it's really hard to. But I do commend Floyd for trying to turn shit around. I don't know if I will ever truly say that he's a great person, but I will say that he at least tried to fix his life. But I cannot let that factor into if I think Derek Chauvin is a murderer or not. Now, I will say that Derek Chauvin's a piece of shit. I can tell from watching the body cam, all of them, that Derek Chauvin reminds me of a cop that I ran into when I was a teenager. Fucker had me cuffed and everything. He was taking me to Bloomer's police station for an incident that I'm really not going to get into at the moment because it was very stupid on my part. But Derek Chauvin is a power-hungry piece of shit. I will not deny that. I will never deny that. But by law, Derek Chauvin did not premeditate killing George Floyd. Derek Chauvin did not intend to kill George Floyd. And from the looks of it, Derek Chauvin's actions did not cause Floyd's death. They certainly didn't help. He definitely could have done something to actually try and help George Floyd. Like, if there was anybody who could show their credentials and show that they're AED CPR certified. And I know somebody will try to say, oh, there was somebody there who was. The problem was they didn't have their credentials on them. And they didn't have anything else to show that they were certified in the matter. So, by law, cops cannot let them in on the situation no matter what. So that lady does not count. But I'm sure that police are CPR AED certified. I'm sure one of them could have tried to save Floyd's life. But I think at the end of the day, this is just an unfortunate incident that was the result of how our system works currently. And I think that there is definitely police reform that should happen. If you want to talk about specifics, cops these days are trained whenever a gun is drawn on them. They're trained as, anybody who ever uses a gun is trained to do. You're trained to shoot for the vital organs. Cops at one point in time were trained to shoot to disarm and only kill as a last second resort. So they used to shoot for the leg. I think they should go back to that. Other stuff that probably could have prevented George Floyd's death. If the 1994 crime bill didn't exist, the war on drugs is the biggest disaster of a bill that has been pushed through by Congress in a long time. It is a far bigger disaster than any conservative will ever try to claim Obamacare was. The 94 crime bill is far worse than that. And they definitely need to get rid of that. Mandatory minimum sentences are a joke. Because here's the thing, in California, if you knowingly spread the AIDS virus, you might only get sentenced to prison for 3 months. But if you get caught with some grass or any illegal substance, you can be... The mandatory minimum is 15 years. That is repulsive. And that needs to be done away with. They need to focus more on helping the patient recover with therapy and other the rehab centers. Mandatory minimums are a joke, and they are the reason that, between that and the 94 crime bill where they aggressively started attacking drugs in the first place, those things are why people like George Floyd never recover from this shit. And if shit like that was done away with, George Floyd would probably still be alive right now. Because he would have been in a rehab center for every time he was caught for drugs, as opposed to serving a unnecessary sentence in prison. So do I think police reform should happen? Yes. Do I think that as power hungry of an individual as Derek Chauvin comes off as, is he guilty? No. And I think that's the lesson that needs to be taken away here. So anyway, sorry for getting all political here to end the video, but it was a blowout and I needed something to talk about. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you like my content, leave a like and share and subscribe. I hope I didn't offend anyone, but I might have further exasperated the situation with that friend. I don't want him to think I'm shit talking him. I really don't. I just get really annoyed when he takes shit I say and gets really defensive over it. and gets really upset over it, and I want to use this as like constructive criticism, I guess. I wanted to get my point across, and yeah, I started off really irritated, and he might be pissed about that, and that's, you know what, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna pretend that I'm not annoyed. I think you're a good kid, but I think that for some reason, when it comes to me in particular, it's really easy to piss you off, and I don't know what I can do to change that. I don't know how I'm supposed to go about changing that. But anyways, bye.